world of wearable fitness trackers, there's only one that I've worn consistently. That is the Oura Ring. As a big advocate of fitness, I felt like this was the only thing I was missing in terms of optimization of my health and more awareness of my body. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you my experience with the Oura Ring for the past 30 days, and we'll see if it's worth using long term. So why did I get the Oura Ring in the first place? Well, as I mentioned in the intro, I got tired of second guessing my health. I felt like I was doing everything super intuitively. Though I'm tracking my calories, though I'm trying to manage my sleep the best, I wanted technology or something to tell me exactly what I was doing, because we all know what gets tracked gets managed. And being in 2023 with so much wearable technology that it actually helps our fitness, as an influencer, I'm like, why don't I just get something? So at first I tried, the little wearables around the wrist. But for me, I could never stay consistent with that because I just personally love to wear watches. And then that's when I discovered, the Oura Ring. I saw a few friends of mine wearing it and I was like, okay, let me check this out. So in order to get started, what I had to do was actually get a sizing kit. In order to get a sizing kit, I went to my local Best Buy and they actually shipped it to my house. It was free, so I didn't have to pay for it. And in the sizing kit, what they basically want to ensure is that you get the right size for your personal finger. So what I did was I actually tested this out and I actually ended up getting a size 10 because what they recommend is that you actually wear the ring on your index finger. So I wanted something that was comfortable and that I can kind of wear on a 24-hour basis without any irritation. So basically what I did was wear the plastic ring for 24 hours. Then I came to the conclusion that I was a size 10 and that was the most comfortable for me. So if you are planning to get an Oura Ring, I highly suggest you to definitely get a sizing kit. I feel it's pretty much a non-negotiable because I believe the ring sizes are actually different than actual ring sizes in terms of the way it fits and how they measure it. Now, the next step, you actually go online and pick the ring that you want. For me, I wanted something for aesthetic purposes because remember, I like wearing watches. So I wear like my Rolex, I wear nice gold watches, and then I'm a gold jewelry sort of guy, see the gold bracelet. So what I ended up doing, I ended up getting the gold ring. This was actually the most expensive iteration or variation of the ring that they have. So in total, this particular ring, the gold one, ended up costing me around $450. Definitely a steep investment, but I was pretty confident in its abilities to overall enhance my fitness, which we're about to get into. So the ring took about 5 to 7 days to come in. And then the setup was actually very easy. You open up the ring, nice packaging. And then from there, you just set up the app integration, because if you don't know, everything is done and shown through the Oura app. So once you get that all set up, you pretty much just wear it and now you're good to go. Now let's talk about some daily wear and comfort. Well, for me, I am not used to wearing rings all day whatsoever. So I would say the first few days was a bit of an adjustment for me. Much like wearing any sort of jewelry piece, you're not really used to feeling it on your body. So I was not used to something being around my finger at all times, because if you don't know, you need to wear this even when you sleep, because this not only tracks your activity, but also a lot of your sleep patterns. In fact, I would say this is more of a sleep ring than an activity ring. And once again, we're gonna get into all the metrics and insights regarding that soon. But after a few days, I actually don't even realize that it's on my finger anymore. In fact, sometimes when I don't feel it, like I look down just to make sure that it's on, because I don't feel it whatsoever, and I definitely don't want to lose this. Now, one big thing regarding the Oura Ring is that obviously you want to wear it whenever you work out. So how does that play out? Because I wanted to test and see. I was like, can I wear a ring when I work out? Is that going to be comfortable? Well, guys, I'll tell you that wearing the ring during workouts is in fact comfortable. The only time it hasn't been is whenever I'm doing deadlifts. So whenever you're like gripping a heavy bar, it can be a little uncomfortable. So for that reason, just in between sets, I'll tend to take it off. But besides that, I've worn it during pull-ups. I've worn it during every pressing exercise. Pretty much anything that I'm doing, I still pretty much wear the ring. And once again, it takes a little bit of adjustment getting used to something being on your finger whenever you're working out, especially coming from somebody who never wore jewelry whenever I worked out. But after a week or so, it was a pretty easy adjustment, and now I forget that it's even there. One thing I would have mentioned though is that whenever you do work out, so for example, your finger will get a little bit sweaty, and for that reason, it will almost feel like your finger is shrinking. So what I tend to do is I actually switch it to a bigger finger, and once it gets sweaty, it actually stays more still, because when this finger gets sweaty, whenever I work out, the ring is moving and twisting a lot, and I feel it more on my finger. So I just move it to the other index finger, which happens to be slightly bigger than my right one, and that fixes that problem. In terms of daily activities, absolutely no hindrance whatsoever. You can actually wear this whenever you shower, whenever you wash dishes, whatever you're doing in terms of water and soap, you actually can wear it. However, I still choose to take it off whenever I do take a shower or use any sort of harsh dish soap or soap for that matter. That's because the finishing of the ring that I got is gold. So I just want to preserve the finishing and keep it as nice looking for as long as possible. That's why I decided to do it. However, you can still take a shower with it if you want to. Now, the main reason I got this ring is to actually track my calories burned, because I'm on a lean bulk right now and I track my calories every single day. So I've gotten a good gauge of my basic metabolic rate and how many calories I burn on a daily basis, but I want to see the exact number so that I can be even more precise in terms of the food that I'm eating. But what I came to figure out is that the Oura Ring is actually more of a sleep tracker more so than a daily activity tracker. And the reason why that is because this actually comes with a heart rate monitor on the inside of it, and the heart rate monitor actually lights up green whenever it goes off. Most wearable things around the wrist, think of like the Garmin or maybe even the Apple Watch, for the most part the heart rate monitor is going off consistently and very often. But with the Oura Ring, it might go off a few times within the hour. So it's not consistently and always tracking your heart rate every minute, every second throughout the day, but more so in intervals. Based on my experience, it seems to do it just a few times in the hour, not all the time. So if you are looking for something in terms of measuring your heart rate, and for that reason, measuring your daily caloric burn very, very accurately, I'm not sure if the Oura Ring will be that great in terms of that, but where the Oura Ring actually stands out is tracking your sleep. The way this thing tracks your sleep and how much sleep you get and when you go to bed and when you wake up is absolutely amazing. And once again, everything is monitored through the app, and I'm gonna show you guys my insights and pretty much the whole entire app so you guys can see exactly how it looks. All right, so in the app, we're actually on the home page right now. As you see here on the home page, it has these little tabs because it detected some activity. So I do my daily walk in the morning. That was at 7 a.m., which is true. I can confirm that. And I have some unconfirmed activities from yesterday. Now on the home page is pretty much just a holistic view of your data as a whole. So you get a readiness score. Mine's is optimal. Active life, looks like you got a nice amount of exercise over the past 7 days. Regular exercise helps you stay energetic and strengthen your immune system. My sleep is about 74, which is good. So as you see, last night tells me that I went to bed at 11:07, and this morning I woke up at 7:15 with a total of 7 hours and 13 minutes. And it also tells you your inactive time, your heart rate variability, sleep efficiency. So we see all of these different measures and metrics in terms of health and a holistic view on the homepage. Now on the readiness tab, this is where you see a little bit more details in terms of your body. So I see my resting heart rate once again, and if you click these things, and click the eye, it goes into a little bit more detail of what your resting heart rate is and why it's important and things like that. What I actually like to look at is the sleep tab right here. So as you see right here, it says last night total sleep 7 hours, time in bed at 8 hours, and then you get a sleep score. And then in terms of what I've noticed about myself and where this has helped me with my sleep is that I figured out what time I should go to bed, and then also how many hours of sleep that I work best in. So me personally, through the 30 days of me using this, I've learned that I operate best in between 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And also I learned that I really don't have a lot of restful sleep, because right here, I always have red marks on restfulness. I always wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. I'm always waking up and stuff like that. So this is pretty accurate. My timing's optimal. And then if you look down here, it actually has a chart and a little graph of the periods where I was in REM sleep, deep sleep, light sleep, and awake. And then the activity tab, this is where it actually tracks your steps if you want and your total daily caloric burn. So as you see right here, currently I've walked 8,000 steps in the day, and it's not even 12 p.m. yet, so pat on the back to me. And so far I burned 2,230 calories in the day. Now also another way it tracks your total burn is through your activity. So it actually deducts from that. And when you're sleeping at night, it takes your basic metabolic rate, given your age, height, and all the input measures that you put into that before you get started. And then it's figure out some calculation to also figure out how many calories you burn throughout the day. So in terms of my end of the day caloric burn, I would say it is pretty accurate based on my intuitive assumptions before I got the ring. So right now I'm eating about 3,200 calories per day, trying to eat about 300 calories above my maintenance. And consistently at the end of the day, it says that I'm burning around 2,800 to 2,900 calories. The only time that I actually take the ring off is whenever I'm doing boxing, which I go to boxing classes a few times a week, you know, hit the heavy bag and all that. That's when I decide to take the ring off. But every single day I check this app. Like I said, it gives a lot of insights in terms of my activity and definitely my sleep. And for that reason, it's allowed me to make better decisions for the betterment of my health and overall gain a better holistic view of what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. Number one pro is that obviously it is stylish. Whenever I'm rocking my nice outfits, bracelet, watches, jewelry, I now have a little addition to the accessories, and people don't know that it actually is an Oura ring and it tracks my health. So that's a wham, wham, bam, bam, good pro of having the Oura ring, and that's definitely a big benefit for me, somebody who's into fashion and style. And then also, definitely has allowed me better insight on my sleep and activity, which is overall the whole purpose of the Oura ring. So definitely a pro there. And then also we didn't talk about the battery, but this thing lasts forever. I think it can last upwards 7 days of consistent use. But even then, I haven't even had to charge it because usually when I'm in the shower, I'll drop it on the charger real quick. And then when I come back, it's always fully charged. Now, some cons of the Oura ring might be the price for you in terms of what finish you get. Like I said, the gold, it ran me about $450, but I see that more so as an investment of my health. So I'm not sure that will be a con to me, but it may be a con to you. Also, it's not the best caloric tracker in terms of tracking how many calories you burn throughout the day. I feel there may be better options. But like I said, this is a great sleep tracker. And then lastly, in terms of cons, is that this thing is pretty easy to lose. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm very forgetful. Sometimes I'll lose things, misplace things here and there, especially bracelets. Like I lost so many bracelets. So me losing this ring would definitely be detrimental. That's why I try to keep it on at all times. And hopefully I don't lose it because that will be pretty bad. So if you guys want to check out the Oura ring and maybe get one yourself and learn more about it, click the link down below in the description. Oura ring was actually nice enough to give me an affiliate link so you guys can check it out and it would support me directly. Once again, I got the standard variation and the gold kind. Let me know your thoughts down below if you have the Oura ring or if you like it, don't like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.